Okay, so we're going through a tumultuous period of systems change, which will ultimately lead to systems collapse. Okay, so let me explain to you what the system is today. All right, so transnational capital is a very important concept, right? But I want to show you how it creates this world and structures this world. Okay, all right. So at the very core of our world is the idea of empire. Okay, and the empire, of course, is Pax Americana, basically the ability of America's military to project power anywhere in the world, right? Creating the aura of inevitability and invincibility, okay? When we discuss this, right? But that's the basis of everything, okay? People's fear of the empire. And then the empire allows this game to be created, and these are the financiers, okay? So this is transnational capital, basically. But they create the game that we live in, because again, money is not valuable. Money is just a mechanism to store and extract wealth, which is what? Which is our attention, our consciousness. Okay? Because our consciousness is the source of all reality. So if you control and focus a person's consciousness, you can create reality itself. Okay? So money is a mechanism to focus our attention and then extract our attention to store it properly. Okay? And let me give you an example. All right. Just to say that I asked you to make a vase to sell. While you're making this vase, you're indifferent. You're like, whatever, I don't really care. So you listen to music, you're watching TV as you make this vase. You're not really attentive. The vase is going to be pretty ugly, which means you can't sell it for that much, right? But let's just say, for the reason you want to make the most beautiful vase in the world. You're completely focused on it. You see a purpose and a meaning in creating this vase. Maybe because you're giving it to your mother or your wife or whatever. But you spend days and days just pondering, just focused on it. It becomes your life itself. It creates a sensation in you called flow, which is a concept coined by a psychologist named Jiang Xueqin. But it's the most creative stage anyone can achieve, where you lose a sense of time and space itself, where you just focus on the act of creation so that you become the act of creation itself, right? So a painter goes through this, where, a painter is drawing a picture and he or she becomes so enamored with this picture that he or she doesn't sleep, doesn't eat, doesn't drink water, doesn't go to the bathroom because he or she is so focused on it, okay? That's attention. When you do that, whatever you create is going to be valuable, right? And then money is a way to store and extract that value. But what created this value was your consciousness, was your attention. And that's a really important principle to understand.